866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. AMP2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. The summer is almost here, and you can renew your home's curb appeal in just a few hours. First Class Pressure Cleaning specializes in residential driveways and landscaping. Starting at only $50, First Class can make your house look brand new. Let's get ready for summer. Call 786-440-8450 and take advantage of our specials. We promise quality, dedication, and professional service. Get your residents treated first class. First Class Pressure Cleaning brings class to your home. 786-440-8450 and tell them you heard about them from Artistic Times. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Alexandra Bello Productions presents Artistic Times Radio with Alexandra Bello, covering art events, museums, festivals, and music. We have interviews of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more. Learn about South Florida happenings and discover art firsthand while enjoying red carpets, fashion shows, and press conferences from the hand of our host, Alexandra Bello. Tune in on WNN 1470 every Tuesday night at 7:30 and on my website, ABP TV. Now, it's about to get artistic in here.
Hello everyone, another week of greatness and artistic movements all over South Florida. I am Alexandra Bello here with Artistic Times Radio, and I am excited to be here again one more night with you guys. I have two wonderful ladies with me tonight, Suzanne Shoshana Ryder and Ahava Greenbaum, mother and daughter. It's amazing when you have a mother and daughter kind of like putting a project together, a project that is trying to give back to the community, using art as a vehicle to reach people and to spread the message. How are you doing, Suzanne?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Alexandra.
Awesome.
For
How
having us
about
here.
you, Ahava? Of course.
Good.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about yourself and, from your background. I want the audience to get to know you.
I've been working as a project organizer for many years now, and I had an inspiration that I wanted to create something a little different. And my daughter had to do some community service work for her school. So I said to her, rather than do something that would be working for an existing organization, why don't we create something from nothing and do something out of what you really love? So my daughter loves...
What does she love?
Basketball and music. And
You can see it. She's wearing actually her shirt for the Most Still Girls, and she's wearing it very very proud, because that is the team that they're actually going with to do this project. Points for Love. I mean, I don't want to give anything away. Go ahead and do it.
Yes. So I said to my daughter, what do you really love to do? And let's create something from that place of what you love to do. So she loves basketball. She plays on the Most Steel girls basketball team at the Michael Ann Russell JCC. And we basically combine the effort of her love for basketball, her love for music, and her love for special needs people. So we created what's called the Wheels and Waves event, which created wheelchair basketball tournaments. Simultaneously, we partnered up with the Special Olympics swim competitions, and we created an event that raised funds for sports scholarships. On top of that, we decided to create what's called the Points for Love music video. So
Amazing. I love it. The song, when you listen to it, is going to be released this summer on iTunes, as well on Facebook and websites and things like that. It's also going to be on Film Carpet, airing for the first time for theatrical release on this July 29th. But, if you listen to the song, you're going to get hooked, and you're going to say, I want to find out more about what they're doing.
So what we did is we contacted one of the wheelchair basketball players from the Wheels and Waves event, and he does music and technical musical, combinations. So we said, look, Jeremy Thomas, or Phenom, he's known by, we would like you to help us create this song called Points for Love. And originally it started from every point that the Miami Heat players score in their season, our girls basketball team would volunteer hours to charity. So Jeremy and I created the song, and we have actually, on top of creating the song, created a music video. So the idea of the music video was the girls' basketball team playing ball, and we were looking for a little girl who would be watching these girls play ball and wish she could play. The girls would invite her in to play ball with her. She would take the shot, get it in, and they would celebrate her. That was the storyline of the music video. But what we were really looking for is a very special young lady. So we did find somebody in the local Hollywood community here in Florida. Her name is Miriam Goldsmith. She's a 7-year-old cancer survivor. At 5 years old, she graduated kindergarten. At 6, she had a tumor. It was removed, and she wound up not being able to walk again. When I met her, I fell in love with her. I mean, the two of us were just so enamored by her, and we knew that she was the person to be starring in our video. So when we met her, she embraced the project. Her father's a filmmaker, and he took, helped with the filming of the music video, along with some other people that pretty much volunteered their time to the whole project. And what we were using the music video for is to raise funds for little Miriam's medical fees so she can learn to walk again. What made the video even more special is Jeremy is our wheelchair basketball player who's also our singer. He had spinal bifida and cerebral palsy, and he uses basketball as a way to get back into the world and makes a huge difference also with his music. So we have him singing in our video, and then our girls' basketball team is coached by a very special gentleman named Jeff Fogel. Jeff Fogel has ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. It has progressively gotten worse where he can't coach the girls the way he used to be able to do it. He can't use his arms and legs the same way. So we had another coach come in who basically coached the girls through winning the district championships this year. So they were the district winners and played really amazingly. So the project Points for Love became a really huge labor of love, which is there to raise funds not only for little Miriam, but for ALS awareness, for sports scholarships, for the Miami Heat Wheels basketball team, and spinal cord injury awareness as well. So some of the causes we will be supporting when the music video is released on iTunes will be those particular causes.
Amazing. I mean, those are deadly. Most of the time they are deadly. So, ALS, I mean, I haven't heard of anybody finding a cure to that yet. We are still optimistic about that. But, it is so amazing to be able to come together and donate some of your time to give back to those people that are going through situations like that. And, it's nobody's fault, and they have the right to be happy and loved, and that's exactly what you're doing with this project. I mean, you are bringing these people together, and for whatever time that we're on Earth, because nobody knows when you're going. Yeah, I can go into God forbid, I can go into a car accident. Nobody knows when you're going. So when you are here, it is important to make every day count. With don't get into the routine. Don't get too comfortable. Try to make something happen. And one of the things that we actually need to exercise every day is creativity. We need to create. We have a need to create, and we must create. So that's amazing. I want to congratulate you for making that happen, from nothing. Like you said at the beginning, you made it happen from nothing. And now you not only have the music video, because I have seen it myself. You have a narrative about Miriam, very inspirational narrative with some pictures, kind of like delivering the message, her individual message. And then you have interviews with pro basketball players and coaches. And I mean, I think I have there's a young kid there as well being interviewed. And
what we did was we actually wanted Miami Heat player support originally for the project.
Of course.
And the project came full circle when my daughter was on set with her basketball team and Jeff Fogel because they were doing a film called Who is Lou Gehrig? And it was the life of Jeff Fogel, what it's like to have Lou Gehrig's disease, and that he coaches his girls just like he's coaching the Miami Heat players. So you actually see superimposed on set the girls he's coaching, and then the Miami Heat players actually come on set. So you see Udonis Haslem, you see Norris Cole, you see Ennis, you see them come on set with the girls. So they're very excited about that project. So at the very end, I managed to get interviews with Udonis Haslem, with Mark Strickland, former player, with Kenny Anderson. So it was really a blessing how it all came about full circle, which is what we wanted to do in the first place, is points for love. For every point the Heat's players shoot in their season, our girls would give charity hours.
And tell me a little about that. How is that going? I mean, I know that all the projects kind of start in a stage of creativity, and then you kind of shape it a little bit. You say, okay, this is going to work if we do it this way. So how are you making that happen with the community hours, and what are you accounting when it comes to points? Are you taking the pro players' points as a reference, or are you doing something else?
We were originally starting out with whatever points the players shoot in their season, which how many points usually do they do approximately in a season?
Per season?
Yeah.
Well, you have to add up. They have about 70-something games, and then like 100 to like 90 to 100-something points per game.
Right.
So a lot.
So it's like 1,000 or
you have
something.
to do like
More.
playoffs.
It wasn't necessarily point for point, but actually over the last year, how many hours did the girls do, you think, overall? Like you alone did how many hours last
Me
year?
alone, I did over 500 hours.
Wow. And what? Tell me a little bit about yourself, Ahava. Why did you get involved in this project?
Well, I like to help people with special needs or anyone at all. And then I like basketball and music. And yeah, that's how it all started.
So your mom came up with the idea of the music video?
Yeah.
Okay, and what ideas did you add to the table? Because I know that you were part of the creative process as well.
I don't know. I helped out with whatever she needed.
All right, that's awesome. So what do you get, and what do your friends get out of being part of this project? You go out there, you do community hours, you service others, you promote something, or do you get something, or you just want to do it to help? What is it? Why are you doing it?
Well, we learn leadership and to respect others and to care for other people.
Awesome.
It also allows them to bring forth their leadership. It's to make a difference. That actually is what inspires all of us to do anything in life. I mean, what are we here for? What do we stand for? I think when the project was birthed, you asked about a question, where did it all come from?
Yes.
It really comes from a place of nothing. And from that place of nothing, everything can come.
Of course.
So when you love what you do, it's not even work. Just things manage to fall into place. People get inspired by this kind of a project, and they want to make a contribution because then they give their skills, their talents, their resources to something that's bigger than ourselves. Because we're not so much afraid of how small we are. It's really how big we really are.
Yeah.
And to play into that bigness.
Yeah.
So even though the girls are small on the team, they come together as a collective and play so big in life that they inspire me. I mean, the reason the project had probably got so big and is continuing to grow is because I'm inspired and in awe of every part of who's participated in this project. Little Miriam is so awesome. I mean, you see Jeff and the courage that he has on a daily basis. His kids, his girls, are his medicine. And he comes on court and won't miss any of their games and shows up and coaches them like nobody else. I mean, he's very inspirational. I mean, you see people like Udonis Haslem talking about how he's inspired by Jeff and by this kind of a project in the world. So it's really about how we can play bigger and what difference we can make.
Of course, of course. We'll have to take a little break, but we'll be right back. This is Artistic Times, people, remember.
The summer is almost here, and you can renew your home's curb appeal in just a few hours. First Class Pressure Cleaning specializes in residential driveways and landscaping. Starting at only $50, First Class can make your house look brand new. Let's get ready for summer. Call 786-440-8450 and take advantage of our specials. We promise quality, dedication, and professional service. Get your residents treated first class. First Class Pressure Cleaning brings class to your home. 786-440-8450 and tell them you heard about them from Artistic Times. You're listening to Artistic Times with Alexandra Bello. Call into the show at 888-565-1470 and join us on the red carpet as Alexandra interviews and informs at WNN 1470 and ABP TV. Now, back to our show.
It was April.
All right, we are back. I want to just give a couple of shout outs before we go back into this very interesting conversation with Suzanne and Ahava. I just want to remind you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, ABP TV. You can also find me on Facebook by Alexandra Bello, and you can watch us live on alexandrabello.com. Just scroll down a little bit and go to radio content. And once you click on radio content, you're just going to go into our page with love and Disney World all over it, because you're going to see all the archives on the bottom part, and then you're going to have our Ustream live player right there where you can watch the show live every night that we're here. So we are also on iHeartRadio. Remember to go to 1470 AM and favorite the station on your iHeartRadio app, and then every Monday at 7:30 p.m. you can just tune in and listen to us. You can also follow the show Artistic Times TV on Vimeo. Again, go to ABP TV and you will find the episodes there. We actually go to events and we interview people. It's a very cute show, 5 to 12 minutes. You can watch it like this. We have Rachel Galvin as the host, and we have other collaborators that I will be giving shout outs to once we have the videos up for them. I also want to say hi to our people in the Florida Hampton table. Yesterday, we had a great, very groundbreaking interview. I mean, we had like a meeting and everybody stood up, and collaborations were born yesterday from new filmmakers and artists and new upcoming actors. We also had musicians that are willing to work with filmmakers, to put their music into your film and just get exposed to other people, spread their message, and promote themselves. So that was very interesting. I actually took a lot of business cards. I want to invite you, if you are looking to do stuff here in Fort Lauderdale, to go to Cinema Paradiso. We have the event called Film Carpet 4.0, and it's going to happen on July 29th. I will confirm that to you, and you can follow me on Facebook and just send me a message and say, hey, I want to go to the event, so I can send you the private invitation on Facebook, because it's going to be a private event on Facebook. Also, I am going to create an event for this show just for you to click attend, and you can get reminders of when we have the show going on and what guests we have every week. For the events happening this week, we have we have a couple of things. We have my birthday party this week, so that's awesome. But for next Thursday, we have talents and executives meeting. So if you are a singer and or you're a record label, or you want to meet people from the record label, just go to Audio Vision Studios next Thursday, and just look for Hillary Metz and go hang out for a little bit. They're gonna have food, they're gonna have drinks, they're gonna have people interviewing everyone, and you can go with your business cards and do some exchanges over there. I want to say hi to I like the Learn Film Acting, Improvisation, and Cold Reading with Michael Jacks. And, I am here on the show, so whenever he has his classes going on at Coffee House, I can never make it, but I just want to send you a a big kiss, and thank you so much for what you're doing for the communities. Underground's Coffee House in Fort Lauderdale. If you want to RSVP, just download the app that is called, I have Eventbrite. I recommend it. I also have Meetup application, and I also go to my Facebook because a lot of people do events on Facebook and they invite you. So we have the 48-hour film project going on this week. So last weekend, everybody was shooting the movie for the whole Saturday and then editing for Sunday and dropping off Sunday night. So we're going to have the movie screenings going on this Wednesday and Thursday at Little Haiti Cultural Center in the city of Miami. So June 17 and June 18, just go to Northeast 49th Northeast 59th Terrace in Miami, Florida, 33137, or just hit me up on Facebook, Alexandra Bello, and I'll let you know so I can invite you to this movie screening. The tickets are very, very cheap. They're only $12, and you can go check what people did in one day, basically, because it's like one day of writing, which is Friday night, or a night of writing and then shooting it and then editing it. So going back to you, beautiful ladies, let's talk a little bit about the music video. Tell me. You want to say something, Ahava?
You go first.
Well, I know that we're going to be featuring the music video at Film Carpet coming up on, is it the 29th, I think?
Yes, July 29th.
July 29th. So we're excited about that because we'd like to get Jeremy Phenom Thomas to come out with us. We'll have Jeff Fogel, I'm hoping, as well as the Mo Steel girls basketball team, along with all of the supporters, the families, and hopefully we'll get some celebrities to show up at the event as well because they're all participating in the project. So we're very excited about seeing that come out to your particular event. We're also excited that we're going to be releasing the video on iTunes.
And what is it going to be? Are you releasing the video in iTunes so people can buy the video or the song?
Both. They can buy the song and video, and we'd like to create a little trailer as well. That's our next stage, to give people a preview of what it is, and whatever purchases are made for the song or the music video would go towards supporting the charities, which would be for Miriam Walking, for the ALS awareness, for the spinal cord injuries, for the sports scholarships, all the different causes that you can see on our Facebook page, which is Points for Love, like the number 4, and the causes are all listed there, and you'll have a complete biography of each of the players on our music video. So you'll see Miriam learning to walk, you'll see her and her strides, you'll see Jeff and the awards that are going on there. You'll see the girls and their progress with the district championships and various things. So it's a very personal, local web Facebook page that lists everything that the project is about.
Amazing. How many charities are you currently working with from the Points for Love project?
We have 4 presently. However, the song is very much a general song that could support any charity. So the point is not just these particular charities. It's making a point to love your neighbor, to make a difference in the world on any charity that people would support. So it's always taking a stand somewhere.
I mean, you are focusing right now in cancer, ALS, and
spinal cord injuries.
Spinal cord injuries, and then sport scholarships as well.
Sports scholarships, yes. And the reason we actually started out with sports scholarships because my daughter was offered a sports scholarship from the Mark Sutton Fund. We didn't know it was coming from there originally, but when we found out, we were extremely moved because, why?
Well, I was in preschool and kindergarten with Mark Sutton, and we were friends, and we used to. And he had a, what was it called?
Mark passed away at 9 years old, and it was a big tragedy for the community. And his family had set up a scholarship fund in his name called the Mark Sutton Fund, or the Player for Life Fund, which was set up at the Michael Ann Russell JCC. And they offered only 6 scholarships for the year. And when Jeff Fogel was scouting basketball players to start his girls' basketball team, they found my daughter at the school, and they were recommending her for a long time. For 2 years, they were trying to get her. And finally, we went, and they offered her the scholarship, and that made the difference for her actually playing basketball or not playing. So in a sense, when we were given the opportunity to have the scholarship, my daughter wanted to pay it forward by giving back to the scholarship fund that gave her the chance to play basketball in the first place. And in a sense, that created this project.
Amazing. Now, I want you to tell me, why did you choose, art, an art form to pass this on?
Well, art has a powerful way of reaching people and reaching their souls. I've been an art major in university. I was art, musical theater, and dance. So to me, I've always loved the arts. The idea of expression, that is what we're here to do. We're here to express ourselves on any level, whether it's through music, theater, art, through even computers, accounting, whatever it is. It's using our skills and our talents and our resources to serve our humanity, our
Humanity,
world.
yeah.
Exactly. So the arts is not just limited to the general arts as we know it. It's in every form of profession to bring out the art in it.
Well, I want to thank you, Suzanne. This was Suzanne Shoshana Ryder and Ahava Greenbaum, and they are with the Points for Love project. You can find them on Instagram for their names or Points for Love. You can find them on Facebook, and go follow them on Facebook, because all the updates about what's happening, where they have awards, where they have any games going on, or any events, fundraising events, they basically post them on the Facebook page. So this is a call to action to everyone that is willing to go and donate to charities that are related to cancer, to spinal cord injuries, anything related to ALS, or related to sports scholarships. All right, I am Alexandra Bello, and this is Artistic Times Radio. Follow me on ABP TV, and talk to you soon.
You have been listening to Alexandra Bello from Alexandra Bello Productions and Artistic Times Radio. Join us every Tuesday at 7:30 and get informed in the world of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more on the Red Carpet Fashion Show. Join us next week for more red carpet treatment of Artistic Times. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the state.